I'm like, oh my god, who shot this? 안녕하세요 여러분들입니다. Hi everyone, my name is Dara and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reviewing Parasite.
뭐야, 소독해? 창문 닫아.
나도 봐. 공짜로 집안에 소독도 하고.
So Parasite was directed by Bong Joon Ho and it did really well in the box office. It did about $176.6 million in the box office. That's a lot. So Paradise is basically a story that shows the stark difference between the rich and the poor. It's a story about this poor family that gets in contact with this rich family and tries to feed off of them, in every way possible. This movie is great for a lot of reasons, but it's especially great for me because of the story. So I'll start with the story. It's really quite magical how the best stories are the simple ones. This story is really simple. It's a story of reality. It's an everyday story. Poor people who want to be rich. A lot of what drew me into this movie is the fact that a lot of it felt like it could actually happen in real life. I appreciate Bong Joon Ho's genius in the writing of this story. The characters are really great. I like every single character, even the characters that didn't do a lot. They were all people that you could see existing in daily life. I like the fact that this director respected the characters. He didn't underwrite them, he didn't overwrite them, he didn't make them cliches actually. I love that. So my favorite thing in the world is humor, and this movie had that in loads.
아 잠깐. 제시카 외동딸 일리노이 시카고 과선배는 김치모 그는 네 사촌.
I mean, loads and loads of humor. There were so many funny scenes. I like how the humor was smart. It wasn't the silly type of humor. It wasn't slapstick. It wasn't just random stuff. It wasn't people struggling to be funny. It was lines that were funny, actions that were funny, characters that were funny, situations that were funny. It was a comedy for the most part. There's a part where it turns serious and the tone changes and all of that. But for the most part, it was a comedy and you enjoyed it for the fact that it was actually truly funny. The smart type of comedy. This was done just right. Another favorite thing of mine is the cinematography. So a friend of mine who also happens to be a cinematographer once told me that great cinematography is when you pause every scene and it looks like a picture. Like every scene is wallpaper worthy, and for me this movie blew my mind with the cinematography. Even the cinematography was part of the storytelling. When you were in the poor neighborhoods, the scenes, the shots were narrow. When you got to the rich neighborhoods, the scenes opened up, and then that alone was saying something. There's no space here and there's space here, and that was a lot of what this director did with this movie. The cinematography kept telling the story, even with the script, even with the character, every part of it. So it's no surprise, of course, that this movie won Best Picture because the cinematography is great. It is right up there, like top-notch A-grade stuff. There's this scene that I really love. It's the scene where there's a flooding, the rain starts falling and then their neighborhood gets flooded. There's this shot of like sewage water flowing with debris on the water, and it's so beautiful. Like I'm looking at this shot, I'm like, oh my god, who shot this? It's just also beautiful. It's like there was a lot of thought put into each shot. Like each shot had something beautiful in it. So this movie is 2 hours, but you can't even tell that it's 2 hours because you're just watching it and you're enjoying the view and you don't know that all that time has gone. And then there's this part where there's a plot twist. It just shifts. You do not expect, I didn't expect the plot twist. I pride myself on being pretty good at predicting where a story is going. I've written stories for years now, so I feel like I can tell how stories go, I can tell how a movie will end, and I pride myself on being able to do that. And oftentimes, I'm usually right, but this movie blew my mind in that I couldn't predict the end at all. There was a plot twist that just came out of nowhere, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't see that coming. I kept saying that for like the last 10 minutes of the movie. Like, I'll just say in a nutshell that this movie is really great. If you've not seen it, please go ahead and see it. Bong Joon Ho is a master storyteller, and this movie more than proves that fact. And now the scoreboard. On the story, I'll give this movie a 10. Yes, actually, because I thought about it. How else do you want to end the story? Of course, there are many parts a story could go, but what's the ending with the strongest impact? That was masterful storytelling. Acting, a 10 as well, because all the actors really just showed up. Everyone's performance was so convincing. I felt every moment intensely because the actors portrayed every moment as intensely or as relaxed as it was meant to be. The soundtrack of this movie is so good, it just goes with the moment, so it's not so obvious, but it's there. The sound was just good, it was exceptional. The cinematography, if I could give this like 110%, I would. The cinematography was great. Like I said earlier, every scene was a picture. And last is the impact. The impact is how memorable this movie is. So for me, I would give that a 9. This movie has been in my head since I watched it. I have seen it twice. Usually I see a movie more times to review it, but I saw this twice and I can't get the images out of my head. I just have to say it's a really, really great movie. In total, this movie has a 9.6. It's an A-grade movie. It's heavily recommended. And that's my review for today. Thank you for watching. Do you agree with this review? Have you seen the movie? Have you seen any other Bong Joon Ho movies? What do you think about the movie? Let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in another video. Please do not forget to like and also subscribe to this channel for more quality videos like this. I'll see you. Annyeong!